Hello, hello, hello. Welcome one and all to Trivia Club, live from the Trivia Clubhouse. I am your host, Russel Harder, the man with the bow tie, the man with that trivia plan. And trivia is planned for 20 questions. But before we get to those questions, there's still about 3 or 4 minutes before we start those questions, a little bit after 7:05. Thank you for joining us, of course. As always, thanks for waiting, as it took me a little bit to get this bow tie tightened around. As always, appreciate your patience. Yes, we will get started in another couple of minutes. Until then, get those pens or pencils and pieces of paper ready to answer these upcoming questions and introduce yourself in the live chat. Let us know your team name. And if you're playing, of course, after the live chat has concluded, the live stream has concluded, make sure to let us know your team name and your final point total in the comment section as well. Hello to the ghost of BB Rebozo. Good to have you. Hello as well to Team Uno Persona. Lovely to have you as well. I'm joined as always by my partner, the love of my life, my executive producer.
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing? Do you have any doodling ideas for today? Just gonna see where inspiration takes you.
I guess so.
Perfect. And so sometimes there's the theme, sometimes it's just fun colors. Yeah, that's all right. Hello to Rondai as well. Good to see you as well. We'll be getting started in another, I would say, a minute and a half. And we'll jump into the questions. I hope everyone's having a good week, a wonderful time. Staying busy, but staying entertained. Just gonna adjust this light. I think that'll work. Well, you know what I can set up in the background as I wait one more minute, see if anyone else wants to join us. I'm gonna put together some of that background music, or get ready that background music. Papa. That'll do. Before I cue that up to play in the background, of course, let's get ready to enjoy that theme song and then jump into those questions. All right, we're going to do that in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome to Trivia Club.
Hello, hello. Welcome one and all to Trivia Club, live from the Trivia Clubhouse. Tonight is the 97th edition of Trivia Club, live from this Trivia Clubhouse. I'm your host, Russel Harder, the man with the bow tie, the man with that trivia plan. This trivia is planned for 20 questions of trivia goodness, live streamed from, well, our Trivia Clubhouse to yours. Thank you for joining us as our 10th anniversary month is coming to an end with tonight's trivia as we step ever closer to 100 editions from at least a Trivia Clubhouse. A couple of different ones along the way. Yeah, each one of them full of love. Speaking of love, I'm joined as always by my partner, my producer, the love of my life. Hello. And thank you everyone for joining us in the live chat on this YouTube enabled stream as well. Hello to, in the live chat, the ghost of Vivi Rebozo. Hello. Hello to Team Uno Persona. Hello, hello. And hello to Rondai as well. Oh, and hello to a part of Down by the Bay. Down by the Bay. Coming in right at the hellos. Great to see you. Thank you everyone for supporting Trivia Club. Do not forget to like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. You can also find Trivia Club on triviaclub.ca, where there's recaps and sort of the backlog, the saved live events of each location, including the Trivia Clubhouse, all with all archived. There you go, on the triviaclub.ca website, along with extracurricular activities, other fun things that you can find out about Trivia Club and the teams that play it. triviaclub.ca. But tonight, 20 questions of trivia goodness. All you need is a pen and a piece of paper to write down those answers on. And speaking of people playing along, I want to say hello to my grandma Fran as well. She might be able to play along. And even if she's watching this afterwards, hello, hello. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're feeling better each and every day. So every night we end with, or at the end of every event, we end with a bit of bonus trivia. Your anagram for Trivia Club, we call I built a VCR, to ask you to rebuild a word. I built a VCR is itself an anagram of Trivia Club. You just take all those letters and mix them around. So we asked you to name the romantic comedy from the anagram Walleyes Ran Rhythm. And the rom-com we were looking for is almost, I would say, the rom-com, not just a rom-com, the rom-com, When Harry Met Sally. All right, before we get started, there are only 3 cardinal rules when it comes to Trivia Club. Those cardinal rules are: be smarter than that internet connection, no cheating to find any answers. You're really only cheating yourself if you do so. So do your best to find those answers for tonight's trivia. Don't post any answers in the comment section either. Only post your score when you're finished and just general chatter, but otherwise no spoilers. And the only other rule of Trivia Club is tell everybody about Trivia Club. Thanks. The more the merrier. Fantastic. And oh yes, one more thing before we get started. A few more teams have joined in, so a few more hellos. Hello to Cookie Faced, and hello to Sherlu as well. Great to have you all joining in, ready to play. So let's ask those questions, shall we? Question number 1 for this Trivia Club at home. We will begin with once upon a time, like any good thing begins. Back in the late 1880s, This triangular area, now named after a company that is wedged between West 47th and 45th Street in New York, was then called Long Acre Square. Once again, back in the late 1880s, this triangular area in New York City, now named after a company that is wedged between West 47th and 45th Street, was then called Long Acre Square. Question number 2. It's a question about women who rock. So, your question number 2. Name the rock band fronted by Ann and Nancy Wilson that is responsible for such hits as Magic Man, Crazy on You, and Barracuda, among many others. I just say Barracuda and that song starts to get stuck in my head. Once again, yes, name that rock band fronted by Ann and Nancy Wilson that is responsible for such hits as Magic Man, Crazy on You, and Barracuda, among many others. But ooh, Barracuda. Question number 3. It's a noir classic question. Question number 3. This noir detective, Sam, is the hero on the search for the Maltese Falcon and was played by Humphrey Bogart in the movie also called The Maltese Falcon. So, this noir detective, first name, Sam, last name, this, is the hero on the search for the Maltese Falcon and was played by Humphrey Bogart in the movie also called The Maltese Falcon. And question number 4, connect for the points on this question. So, the connection is the answer of 2 and 3. How do those answers connect? If you can tell me that connection, that's a point on question number 4, connecting for the point. Once again, question number 2, name that rock band fronted by Ann and Nancy Wilson that is responsible for such hits as Magic Man, Crazy on You, and Barracuda, among many others. And question number 3, noir detective Sam, with his last name, is the hero on the search for the Maltese Falcon and was played by Humphrey Bogart in the movie also called The Maltese Falcon. And yes, your question number 4, what is the connection between the answers of 2 and 3? Free of context, that answer, from the information in the questions, but those answers do have a connection. Question number 5 now. Give me, wait, let me get ready as well. Give me 5. Yeah. Like clockwork.
Yeah.
Now that we've done it a few times. The important thing is given the person that you're going to give a 5 to a little bit of warning.
Yeah.
That's the important thing. So give me 5. 5 possible points to be won. Give me the first 5 provinces in Canada to have entered Confederation. So these are the first 5 official provinces of Canada. No particular order is needed, only because I will say without much of a hint, but 4 of them entered at the same time, and then the next one joined like a year or 2 later. Just give me the first 5 Canadian provinces to enter Confederation or to become official Canadian provinces. Provinces of Canada. I'm trying to figure out the math just now because you have to name 5 of 10 provinces, but I don't think it's as easy as like 50%. Because the odds kind of stack in a weird way, I'm sure. But yes, your question number 5, give me the first 5 provinces to have entered Confederation or to officially become provinces of Canada. Question number 6, language of origin, please. Right, question number 6, the words magic, as in magic man, magic, bazaar, and sandal come from Farsi, a language used or language named for a province in what present-day country where the language is widely spoken? Once again, the words magic, bazaar, and sandal come from Farsi, a language named for a province in what present-day country where the language is widely spoken? That bell is the halfway mark. No, not quite. No, we're only on question number 7 now. My bell came a little early, but that's okay. Question number 7 is called a plant by any other name. So that question number 7, the common name of what plant is French for lion's tooth? Once again, your question number 7, the common name of what plant is French for lion's tooth? Question number 8 is called Bit by Bit. This is an audio clue. I'm going to play an 8-bit version of a popular song. You name that song for a point and tell me the musical act responsible for the original song for a second point. So 2 possible points to be won. This is going to be a 8-bit version, a blippy bloopy version of a popular song. It sounds like a ringtone from an old flip phone. But here it is, that question number 8, bit by bit. That's that question number 8, bit by bit. Name that song for a point. Tell me the musical act responsible for that song for a second possible point on this question number 8. Question number 9 now. You feel it? Here it is. The name of what car, or the name of what car racing video game series shares its name with a phrase spoken by Maverick and Goose in the film Top Gun? Once again, question number 9. The name of what car racing video game series shares its name with a phrase spoken by Maverick and Goose in the film Top Gun? Number 10 now is a 10-word hint for a 10-letter movie title on this our 10th anniversary month. So question number 10, here's that 10-word hint. The answer being a movie whose title is 10 letters long. Everyman Henry Hill's turbulent years as a mafia made man. Once again, Everyman Henry Hill's turbulent years as a mafia made man. Question number 11, it is survey says. It's a game show game in which we ask you an actual Family Feud survey question, and you tell me what you think the number one answer is as per the 100 Americans surveyed. So, question number 11, that survey says, name an animal that might live in a tree. Name an animal that might live in a tree. Answer question number 11. That survey says, naming an animal that might live in a tree. This is 100 Americans actually surveyed. So you tell me what you think their number one answer is. Question number 12 is a visual clue. It is called Who Is That? I show you the picture of a famous person before they were famous, and simply enough, you tell me who that is. So, that question number 12, who is that? Who is this? Who's this? Question number 12, who is this? Who's that? Question number 13 is a question specifically for the left-handed. You're welcome. So, question number 13. Which character on The Simpsons owns the Leftorium at the Springfield Mall? Yes, this character opened the Leftorium at the Springfield Mall. It's a popular character, to most. Maybe not to Homer, but to most. But which character on The Simpsons owns the Leftorium at the Springfield Mall? Question number 14 is called Time After Time. Time after time. Put these historical moments in order from earliest to most recent with a point given for each correct placement. 4 possible points to be won. So those historical moments from earliest to most recent for a point on each correct placement. Here are those historical moments in no particular order. We'll start with the video game Space Invaders being released on the Atari. Not in arcades, but on the Atari. Next up is the video game Pong being released on the Atari. Next up is Duck Hunt being released on the original Nintendo Entertainment System. And finally, Q*bert being released on the Atari. Once again, that is Q*bert on the Atari, Duck Hunt on the NES, Pong on the Atari, and Space Invaders on the Atari. Question number 15 is our countdown takedown. This is a game show game played with Price is Right rules, but with a twist. We want you to guess as close as you can to the actual number without going over. If only guesses within 25% of the actual number will get points. We'll get 2 points if you're within 25% of that actual number, and 5 points if you get that number right on. 0 points, of course, if you're too far under, or even 1 over. So try to guess as close as you can without going over. So Bacardi, the liquor company, is suing American Airlines after a recent missing of 6 pallets and 3 cases of imported French cognac went missing from a shipment of 24 pallets containing 1,680 cases last year. The flight was from Paris to Los Angeles, and while Bacardi isn't accusing American Airlines of stealing the booze, they are saying that they should at least be on the hook for losing this many thousands of American dollars worth of liquor. We'll say you can round the number to the nearest full thousand, and I'll say it's less than 100,000 to you. But again, American Airlines somehow misplaced 6 pallets and 3 cases of imported French cognac. It's a little bit more substantial than luggage, and it's making Bacardi pretty angry. Once again, how many American dollars in the thousands is rounded to the nearest thousand was that liquor worth, or is American Airlines at least on the hook for, according to Bacardi? The number is less than 100,000. But what went missing was, remember, 6 pallets and 3 cases out of 24 pallets containing 1,680 cases. A lot of different numbers there, so you can either try to do the math or guess. Really, it's a game of guessing anyway. Question number 16. We're bringing back the cameo cost, over or under. Once again, shout out to the podcast Pop Culture Happy Hour from NPR and the host Linda Holmes for this question. And listen to Pop Culture Happy Hour. It's always a great listen. Good people, by the sounds of it. I'm going to give you the celebrity on Cameo and a dollar amount, and you tell me if they charge over or under that amount. Remembering that this number is from just this past Monday, so just from yesterday. And the actual cost will be within $50. So today's cameo cost, over or under? Wayne Newton, Las Vegas legend, Wayne Newton, on Cameo for $205. Is the actual cost for that Wayne Newton cameo over or under $205? Mm-hmm. Question number 17. It's an anniversary celebration. Well, almost. So, question number 17. The 50th anniversary of this music festival was initially planned to be held in New York, then moved to a venue in Columbia, Maryland, before finally being canceled entirely on July 31st, 2019. Once again, the 50th anniversary of this music festival, of which music festival, was initially planned to be held in New York before it was moved to a venue in Columbia in Maryland, and then canceled entirely on July 31st, 2019. Question number 18 is the newest spin on the here are four actors with a similar name, and you name that actor in that movie. It's called Just in Time. I name the movie, and you tell me if it features Jessica Alba, Jessica Biel, Jessica Chastain, or Jessica Lange. So, Jessica Alba, Jessica Biel, Jessica Chastain, or Jessica Lange. Sorry if I missed your favorite Jessica in this. Does it feel like I missed anybody notable?
I don't know.
Perfect. So, the movie is Good Luck, Chuck. Good Luck, Chuck. Did it feature Jessica Alba, Jessica Biel, Jessica Chastain, or Jessica Lange? Question number 19 now is Tune Out. One of my favorites. I'm going to read lyrics with as little melody, rhythm, or affect original to the song as possible, and you name that song and the musical act responsible for that song for a point each. So, 2 possible points. That can be 1. Here are those lyrics with as little melody, rhythm, or affect original to the song as possible. Well, I've been in town for about 15 minutes now, baby. I feel so down, and I don't know why I keep walking for miles. And you see, people, they don't understand. Your girlfriends, they don't understand. Your grandsons, they won't understand. On top of this, I ain't ever gonna understand. Last night, she said, "Oh, baby, don't feel so down." Once again, well, I've been in town for just about 15 minutes now. Oh, baby, I feel so down, and I don't know why I keep walking for miles. And see, people, they don't understand. And your girlfriends, they can't understand. Your grandsons, they won't understand. And on top of this, I ain't ever going to understand. Last night, she said, "Oh, baby, don't feel so down." Name that song for a point and the musical act responsible. Before I jump into question number 20, our Trivia Royale, are there any questions that I can repeat or clarify with a little bit of that repetition? Let me know. I'm going to get that 5 minutes for the Trivia Royale queued up. Will do. As those requests come in, looks like we have 7, 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. All right, let's do 7 to 10 in order. I've got the timer on standby. All right, question number 7. Once again, it's called a plant by any other name. The common name of what plant is French for lion's tooth? Now your question number 8, bit by bit. Here's that 8-bit version of a popular song. Name that song and the musical act responsible for. There's that question number 8. Once again, that bit by bit. Name that song for a point to name the musical act responsible. Question number 9. You feel it? So, the name of what car racing video game series shares its name with a phrase spoken by Maverick and Goose in the film Top Gun? And question number 10, a 10-word hint for a 10-letter movie title. Name the movie with these hints. Everyman Henry Hill's turbulent years as a mafia-made man. Oh yeah, Everyman Henry Hill's turbulent years as a mafia-made man. If there's nothing else to repeat, clarify with repetition. Here we go. Our question number 20, our Trivia Royale. Once again, we are doing a combo breakdown edition. I'm going to give you this week 13 potential Oprah proteges in alphabetical order, and you put them in order of how they were listed by WatchMojo.com from 1 to 10 in terms of being Oprah's most successful proteges. So not a scientific list by any means. But remember, there will be 3 that don't belong, because we're asking you to list 1 to 10, most successful to least successful of at least those on that top 10 list. 1 to 10, with 3 that don't belong. Think of them as combo breakers, if you will, or whammies if you want something trademarked by someone else. So no whammies, remember. Well, at 1 point if it's in the right place, right on, or half a point if it's within one spot from 1 to 10. And those names in alphabetical order of those potential Oprah proteges: Nate Berkus, The Secret's Rhonda Byrne, Ellen DeGeneres, James Fry, personal trainer Bob Green, Gail King, Jenny McCarthy, Phil McGraw, Rosie O'Donnell, Susie Orman, Mehmet Oz, Rachel Ray, and Ayana Van Zandt. I'll post those in the live chat and repeat them as well. So Nate Berkus, Secret's Rhonda Byrne, Ellen DeGeneres, James Fry, personal trainer Bob Green, Gail King, Jenny McCarthy, Phil McGraw, Rosie O'Donnell, Susie Orman, Mehmet Oz, Rachel Ray, and Ayana Van Zandt. If some of these names are unfamiliar to you, I can give you a little bit of context as well, to the best of my ability. Oh, ranking them from 1 to 10 in order of the most successful.
Number 1 is the most successful.
And number 1 is the most successful. Number 10 is the least successful of those 10 within this list. And 3 of these aren't on the list at all. They're not seen as or remembered as Oprah proteges. At least by the fine folks at watchmojo.com. I forgot to get that timer started, so you probably have an extra like 20 seconds. But still, 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. I'll play that background music for you. 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining, or 30 seconds remaining. We are halfway through. 2:22 remaining. One minute remaining. 1 minute and 15 seconds remaining now. Finalize any more of those answers that you need to and put that top 10 in order, eliminating those 3 potential whammies, if you will, from contention. Those combo breakers. Ten seconds remaining. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is indeed time on that Trivia Royale, our combo breakdown edition with a few more combo breakers added. Add a little bit of extra spice there for you. So now it is time for those answers. As you finalize those answers of your own, let's see how many points you might be getting for tonight's round of trivia. Here's the answer for question number 1. Get yourself that colored pen or pencil, or however you want to mark yourself. So, number 1, once upon a time, back in the late 1880s, this triangular area, now named after a company, a newspaper company, that is wedged between West 47th and 45th Street in New York City, was then called Long Acre Square, which is weird because it's triangular, but it is now Times Square, after the New York Times. Times Square. Question number 2. Women who rock. Rock. What rock band fronted by Ann and Nancy Wilson is responsible for such hits as Magic Man, Crazy on You, and Barracuda, among many others? That would be Heart. Question number 3. This noir detective Sam, or the detective noir detective Sam with his last name, is the hero on the search for the Maltese Falcon and was played by Humphrey Bogart in the movie also called The Maltese Falcon. That would be Sam Spade. We're looking for Spade. So question number 4, connecting for the point. What's the connection between Heart and Spade? Looking for playing card suits. Playing card suits. Question number 5, give me 5. So, Here are the first 5 provinces to have entered Confederation. So those first 4 that I'm going to name entered together, and then within the next year, or I forget exactly, might have been a little bit longer than a year, the 5th entered. So Ontario for a point, Quebec for another point, Nova Scotia for a 3rd point, and New Brunswick for that 4th point. Those are the first 4 provinces of Confederation. And then shortly after was Manitoba. After Manitoba was British Columbia, not for a point. And then they backtracked, went all the way west, and then they covered the space in between. But yes, Ontario, Quebec, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and Manitoba. Question number 6. The words magic, bazaar, and sandal come from Farsi, a language named for a province in what present-day country where the language is widely spoken? Iran. Iran. Staying in the language frame of mind, the common name for what plant is French for lion's tooth? We're looking for dandelion. Question number 8. So that 8-bit version of a popular song was by Kenny Loggins, and it was the song Danger Zone. Danger Zone. Got to take a highway to that danger zone. Yeah. Speaking of danger zone, since we're in it, what the name of what car racing video game series shares its name with a phrase spoken by Maverick and Goose in the film Top Gun? Am I excited for Top Gun Maverick, the upcoming sequel to Top Gun? Maybe a little bit. It's going to be fun. The phrase is, I feel the need. The need for speed. Need for Speed is that video game series. Yeah, checks out. Also a fun video game series, I have to say. I haven't played all of them. Not even close, but the couple that I've played of Need for Speed, good fun. Question number 10, a 10-word hint for a 10-letter movie title. Every man Henry Hill's turbulent years as a mafia-made man. That's the movie Goodfellas. I always wanted to be a gangster. Goodfellas. Question number 11, name an animal that might live in a tree. 5 possible answers can get you some points. So I'm going to give you those answers from the 1-point answer up to the 5-point answer. So 1 point for this answer. And it's 1 point, but hey, slow and steady wins a race. Maybe not the race, but sloth for a point. Sloth for a point. 2 points for this quality answer. A koala for 2 points. 3 points. This answer is nuts, or has nuts, or it's hid them somewhere. Squirrel. 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 4 points. This answer is maybe one that flew over your head. But hey, this tweet is at least only 4 letters long. That would be bird. And a bird is the word. Okay, I'm finished with that one. And 5 points. For this answer, it's 5 points even if you were monkeying around. Well done. For monkey. You rock the monkey. 5 points for monkey. 4 points for bird. 3 points for squirrel. 2 points for koala. And 1 point for sloth. Question number 12. Who is this? If you said that is a young Bill Murray, you are correct. That is Bill Murray. Bill Murray. All right. Question number 13. For the left-handed, this question, which character on The Simpsons owns the leftorium? at the Springfield Mall. Well, hens love roosters, geese love ganders. Everyone else loves Ned Flanders. That's correct. Ned Flanders is that answer. And if, like Homer Simpson, you don't love Ned Flanders, then everyone that counts loves Ned Flanders. Question number 14, time after time, those historical moments, those video games released in correct order from earliest to most recent for a point in each placement, starting in 1974, Pong debuts on the Atari. Start with Pong. 4 years later, Space Invaders came to the Atari in that number 2 spot. And the number 3 spot is for Q*bert on the Atari. And then we're finally moving on to the original Nintendo Entertainment System with Duck Hunt on the NES. In 10 years, we went from Pong to Duck Hunt. Once again, number 1 spot, Pong. Number 2 spot, Space Invaders. Number 3 spot is Q*bert, the little Hoover vacuum dude jumping from three-dimensional block to three-dimensional cube. I was going to say block to block, but cube to cube because it's Q*bert. That makes more sense. And question number 15, our countdown takedown. So once again, yes, Bacardi is suing American Airlines because a lot went missing. And it wasn't just luggage. No, it was 6 pallets and 3 cases of imported French cognac somewhere along the way between Paris and Los Angeles. Now, Bacardi isn't saying that American Airlines stole the booze, but they are responsible for how much it costs, which is not, it isn't nothing. It is, in fact, less than $100,000. So, hey, you know, but it is, can I get a drum roll, please, worth approximately $66,000, a little shy of it, but not shy enough to make it 65,000. 66,000 will get you 5 points. If you guessed anywhere between 65,000 and 49,000, that is 2 points. 48 and below is 0 points, and 67 and above, also 0 points. So 66 will get you 5, and 65 to 49 will get you 2 points. Question number 16, cameo cost. Over or under today's cameo that any of us could purchase was Wayne Newton. Ooh, wonder if you can convince him to sing. So our quoted price was $205. Is the actual price over or under? The actual price is over. Yes, indeed. It is actually $254. Wayne Newton is not fooling around. He's a showman. So I was like, maybe that'll convince you that it might be under. You might be more of a quantity guy. But he's been in this business a long time. And he's not young, so I'm thinking it's more quality than quantity. He's not going to spend all his time doing cameo. Yeah. Over for the point. Still $254 for Wayne Newton. Canadian. I haven't mentioned that this is all Canadian money, but that's pretty good if you're into Wayne Newton. Yeah. None of these have been too far out of. Yeah. Too far. Question number 17, anniversary celebration. Well, almost. The 50th anniversary of this music festival was initially planned to be held in New York. Then it moved to somewhere in Maryland before finally being canceled entirely on July 31st, 2019. That would be the 50th anniversary of Woodstock. If you did the math and realized that it's the 50th anniversary of something in 1969, nicely done. Nicely done. Or if you remembered that they canceled the 50th anniversary of Woodstock because I guess no one was buying tickets. Were not enough tickets? Because, hey, man, Woodstock isn't Coachella, am I right? I don't know what that means, but it sounds sad. Yeah. Maybe that's the classic rock person inside of me. Yeah. Question number 18, just in time. The movie was Good Luck Chuck. Shall I also reveal a starred Dane Cook? But did it also star Jessica Alba, Jessica Biel, Jessica Chastain, or Jessica Lange? It starred Jessica Alba. Jessica Alba. Question number 19. Tune out. Those lyrics. Well, I've been in town for just about 15 minutes now, oh, baby. I feel so down. I don't know why I keep walking for miles and see people they don't understand. Your girlfriends, they can't understand. Your grandsons, they don't understand. Oh, on top of this, I ain't ever gonna understand. Last night. Yeah. And if you think I was out of tune, I just needed to be like, what is it, like run through the filter of Julia's Casablanca? Julian Casablanca? And that would be Last Night by The Strokes. By The Strokes. Yeah, it does sound different when it's not being like gargly wailed to guitars. It's true. But Last Night for a point by The Strokes. Great song. Question number 20. Our Trivia Royale. So we had 13 potential Oprah proteges. We gave you in alphabetical order. Had 5 minutes to eliminate 3 and rank the other 10 from 1 to 10 for possible points. Off the top, I will tell you those 3 who are not on the list. Those 3 who are not on the list are Rosie O'Donnell. She wasn't a protege, she was competition. Ellen DeGeneres is not on that list, even though she had a lot of like intersections with Oprah, a lot of support from Oprah, but I guess she was like the she succeeded Oprah. Succeeded. She took over the throne of daytime talk show. Succeeded, yeah. And Jenny McCarthy, thankfully, is not on that list, even though her, I'm not going to swear, but her ideas, just horrible, awful, no good ideas, were given a lot of support by Oprah in their time, initially, including like a blog on the Oprah website. So not great. But then there's a few other people on this list, Dr. Oz, Dr. Phil, etc., but also not great. We'll get there. Okay. So number 1 on that list is Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil. So if you had Dr. Phil at 1, that's 1 point. If it's at if he's at 2, that is still half a point. Next up is Mehmet Oz. Dr. Oz is in that number 2 spot. So if Dr. Oz is at 2, that is 1 point. 1 or 3, that is half a point. Gayle King is 3rd on this list. Maybe because she didn't have her own like self-titled talk show. I don't know. She's certainly the most likable of that top 3. She's number 3 on this list. 2 or 4 will get you half a point. Number 4 on the list is Rachel Ray. If you have Rachel Ray at 3 or 5, that is still half a point, but 4 will get you a full point. Susie Orman, the finance expert of Oprah's. Susie Orman will get you a point on number 5. 4 or 6 will get you half a point in that spot. Nate Berkus is next up on that list. Nate Berkus for a point at 6. Point at 6. Half a point at 5 or 7 for Nate Berkus. James Fry is number 7 on this list, even though probably the most infamous of Oprah's proteges or the people that she gave a boost to. because of the whole making things up in a novel. But it became a movie anyway. More the infamy than the from anything, I think. But yes, 7 for James Fry, 8 or 6 will get you half a point. Bob Green, fitness personal trainer dude. Bob Green. Bob Green is at number 8 for a point. 7 or 9 will get you half a point. The Secrets, Rhonda Byrne. Secrets Rhonda Byrne will get you a point on at 9. Even though The Secret, pretty big. I think if she was a household name, it would be, or a known name more than The Secret would be higher. But that's a point for 9. 8 or 10 will get you half a point. And number 10 is Ayanna Van Zandt, who is more of a self-help relationship expert person of Oprah's at number 10. And that is a point at 10 and a half a point at 9. So once again, number 1, Dr. Phil. Number 2, Dr. Oz. Number 3, Gail King. Number 4, Rachel Ray. Number 5, Susie Orman. Number 6, Nate Berkus. Number 7, James Fry. Number 8, Bob Green. Number 9, The Secret's Rhonda Byrne. And number 10, Ayanna Van Zandt. Kind of list that proves both the boost that Oprah can give, but also her touch and go, her not 100% track record when it comes to picking people. They all were charismatic, though. I'll give her that. Yes, give me your point total in the live chat. I can double check anything as well. And as you're adding up those points, I'll also give you that bonus bit of trivia, that tiebreaker if needed, if you're playing against anyone in your household, or otherwise just something fun to try to unravel in the week ahead. It's called I Built a VCR. I Built a VCR is an anagram of Trivia Club. Find the famous British author in the following anagram. So find this famous British writer in the following anagram. That anagram is each Atari site. Each Atari site. Just find that famous British writer in that anagram. 46 potential points to be won. Well done. 19 points for your producer, your executive producer, and mine. Thank you. $26 points for Down by the Bay. Well done to Down by the Bay. 14.5 points for Team Uno Persona. Well done, Team Uno Persona. 33.5 points for the Ghost of BB Rebozo. Well done to the Ghost of BB Rebozo. 30.5 points for Cookie Faced. Well done to Cookie Faced. Excellent job, one and all. Thank you, everyone, for playing along. Thank you to Rondai and Sherlu as well. Whether the points come in, whether you're enjoying them for yourself. Thank you, everyone, for joining. And do not forget to like and subscribe. Like, hit that thumb icon below for the thumbs up. Thumbs up, please. Yes. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. You can also hit the bell notification somewhere around here. And that'll help people find this YouTube channel, these videos, all that fun stuff. But Trivia Club spread far and wide.
Isn't the bell down here?
Is the bell down here? There's a bell icon somewhere. I'll watch YouTube later this evening, and I'll get back to you next week. I thought it was up here, but it might be here. Yeah. The notifications help you to be reminded of trivia videos in the future, of course. But yes, thank you everyone for joining in. So glad you enjoyed. You can check out Trivia Club again on triviaclub.ca. I have some plans for changes ahead on May 17th or after May 17th after our 100th edition of Trivia Club live from the Trivia Clubhouse. I'll give you more details on that soon. But until then, we'll see you next Tuesday on May 3rd. All that fun I had. Anything I'm missing?
Nope.
Excellent. Oh, and hello to my grandma Fran. Thank you for watching and playing along. If you're able to, love you. Hopefully you're feeling better. Otherwise, let's say the same thing we do at the end of every Trivia Club, shall we? You were waiting for that, weren't you?
Yep.
Enjoy your seat.
Thank you.
All right, the same thing we say at the end of every night is...
Remember.
Take two.
You say it.
Remember, it's not what you know, it's what you learn along the way. Thank you, everybody.
Good night.
Good night. Thank
Thanks.
you.
Thank you.
Hey, I love you.
Love you. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.